Wow, he's heavy, huh? This line doesn't wake up. So this morning we're doing something very special. We've just got word that 2 lions are being relocated from another reserve into Manioni Private Game Reserve, and the vets are actually flying the lions in. So Louis and I just got word and we're kind of rushing. We're booking it because we're really late. It's just about 8:40 a.m. this morning and we're on the highway. As you can see, there are a couple of cars right ahead of us and we need to make it on time. Louis, the driver today.
I'm sure we'll make it. It's not too far now.
Now this is going to be a very important and incredible moment for us because this is such a good conservation story to tell, and I can't wait to interview the vet, interview the reserve owners, as well as just everyone involved in the process to get more information from this whole relocation program. So stay tuned for more.
One at a time here.
Wow, he's heavy, huh?
That's not even the heavy one.
Wait, just hang on. Stuck in the aircraft here.
Right, slowly out. Okay, hang on, hold it there.
Slide up the back.
Yeah, I'll grab him here.
Will you grab the center?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay guys, we're going to try and do this in one go.
Yeah.
Let's try and get him straight on, okay? On the count of 3.
this handle too.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Jason, I think where you standing is good. Just try and sort of guide him in. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Keep on the back.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me get this one.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay. 1. And again, one more big
3. Yes.
See the socks mate.
Oh, that's a good idea.
This guy.
That guy is big. He's really heavy, huh? So this is the closest I've been to a big cat, and I just want to show you how big their claws are. Take a look at this.
I've got loads of drugs.
Yeah, they're about that big. It's absolutely crazy. But we gotta get going now, so that this line doesn't wake up on the way. And really amazing to see a big cat so close to you. But okay, off we go. With any of the big cats, there are 3 things you need to notice to know if they're healthy or not. 1, the stomach. Is it full? Is there a bulge? Number 2, you have to see the coat. Is there scratches in it, or is the coat fine? And number 3, and this is the most important thing, you have to check for the canines. You see this guy, his canine is perfectly intact, really big, and you can just see that they were gonna have an amazing impact on Manioni Private Game Reserve. It looks completely fine. So these guys are very healthy.
I'm just going to grip his leg. Make sure you got your gloves as well, someone else can just grab him. And then you guys can just pull the stretcher away from us. Yo.
So you see, they put the lions in the shade because it's very important to keep them really cool. There's so many big cats that have died in these kind of changes just because their body is overheated or the sedation is too much. But you can see they're doing it in such a professional manner. The lions are completely out. They're going to administer a few more doses, check the vitals before releasing them, and I think they're going to collar one of the individuals just so they can keep a check on them.
Do you see the tile?
What do you need? Guys got a crooked tail. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, sorry. In the front
going to grow much more either, so if you want to go safe, let's go there.
Just programming the frequency into the receiver unit, which correlates to the tracking collar that's being fitted to the line.
Yeah, and then
Don't wake up.
somewhere I think you posted or commented.
I've got his jawbone.
That was kind of funny, even though the lion is completely sedated. With the human touch, they're just doing some vital checks. With the human touch, he got a little angry. So while they're taking photos, it's just above their lips, kind of by their whiskers, are spots. So tigers have different stripes which are not identical between two tigers. Lions have different spots just right next to their whiskers. None of the two are identical.
But you'll see immediately in terms of when they're both up, they're actually very easily identifiable from each other. He's got a much more head and shoulders mane. It's like this, and his is a lot more streamlined. Depends, anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, but they've been sleeping for a little bit longer as well, and it's like a weird time frame, because now we're sitting on like 3 hours and 15 minutes. So some of the drugs that I've given have a bit more of a longer time to work out of the system, so it's possible they might sleep a little bit longer, but I expect them, if we reverse them IV, that they'll get up pretty quickly.
So these are the 2 males that we've brought in from Unkumasi. That's another game reserve in Mpumalanga. We're needing to introduce new genetics into our population. So we've brought a coalition of adult males in. They can obviously start breeding immediately, and we're hoping that they'll become territorial and move some of the sub-adult males out of the population, just purely due to competition. There's a risk of inbreeding when the sub-adult males start breeding with their mothers and sisters, so it's important that we introduce new genetics, and obviously the competition with 2 strong males will certainly outweigh the younger guys, and therefore they won't be permitted to breed. So this is a great move for us. We've been waiting quite a long time to get them in. They'll be in the boma for about 6 weeks, and after that we'll just do a straight release, pull them through the boma with a bait and monitor their movement from then. We did put a collar on the 1 male so that we can do some post-release monitoring to just keep track of their movements, see who they interact with, etc. It's obviously important for us to know what happens once these guys are free and roaming wild in the park.
So I'm just reversing them through the catheters that we placed. Okay, you can shoot there. Okay, and then pull everything off. Okay, you can pull the blindfold off. Got it? Rocket. They're going to be rocket fast. Pull it. Okay. Great.
So one of the males is starting to wake up now, but you can see the sedative hasn't completely weared off, so he's having kind of a tough time. The other one is completely out still. You can see he's checking up on his brother now.
We've been heavily involved in recent times in sort of lion conservation, and it's mainly delved from a NGO that we've become involved with called the Lion Management Forum of South Africa. And it's become very important in this country. We unlike the rest of the continent, even though the population is in global decline, our lion population in fact is very healthy, and we're just running out of the right kind of space for them. So it's come to the point where, as Karen mentioned earlier, that inbreeding is a real challenge at the moment, and most of these relocations are carried out for purposes of mixing up genetics so that the risk of inbreeding in a reserve is much reduced. These two males, they'd sort of exceeded the carrying capacity of Nkomazi, and Nkomazi's looked to move these two males off, not only for that reason, but also for the fact that they want to introduce new genetics onto their reserve as well. So it's a perfect scenario pretty much. We've flown lions, this is probably the 8th or 9th trip in the last year and a half, and they've all gone exceptionally well. We haven't had any issues. I mean, a lot of people ask, is it not dangerous to fly them because you've got a lion in a plane and you know, is it going to wake up? And it doesn't really happen like that. Like if they were to wake up, it'd be a very slow process. I mean, that thing might lift its head up and loll around a little bit, but it's not going to cause any issues unless it's distributing the weight funny in the aeroplane would probably be the biggest risk, but it's not going to just jump up and start attacking people in the plane. So, you know, we top them up and we can keep them sleeping for as long as we need. I think the longest one we've done so far is 10 hours, and it was sort of right across the country, and it went really well.